Shouts to
play.
the fam. Shouts out to the team. Hey man, it's the Rounds Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. I got my cousin Ren, aka GTD, and I got Hatchback ENT rocking with me. And today we talking sports, baby. A lot been going on, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna dive right into it. We was already backstage kind of chopping it up on the Russell Wilson and then y'all went to spilling it to Deshaun Jackson. So I mean, for those who haven't heard, if you've been under a rock, Russell Wilson was traded to the Denver Broncos, trade pending, two first round picks, I think two second round picks, quarterback Drew Lock and tight end Noah Fant for Russell Wilson. What y'all thinking, fellas?
Well, I want to start off with some good news.
Talk to me.
Calvin Ridley is suspended for next year.
That's the good news.
Fucking right.
He is out of there. I mean,
You know that boy. You know that boy get his Saints fits, boy.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, since you took it there, boy, that was one costly ass bet. And I don't want to be hypocritical or nothing like that. I ain't judging a brother. I know he was setting out due to some mental issues or whatever like that, but he bet 1,500 on the 18 parlay.
For
And
who?
you know, I bet a lot.
For who
You
though?
wasn't winning no 11 million on that motherfucker, right? Because that's what he lost
Yeah,
by
But
sitting out a year.
But what was who was he betting on? The Falcons? Who was the fuck is he betting?
I
Falcons
don't give a fuck who he betting on. It's a bad bet.
included
No.
in the parlay.
Okay. It was. Wait, say that again, Goody.
The Falcons were one of the teams included in the parlay. So
He bet for him to win though.
yeah, he bet
Yeah.
on his team.
I get it, but you can't do it.
Right. And to me, you already know that shit, though. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. What, like, you accidentally put them on the card? Like, what we doing? You feel me?
No, why
Could've
you
been over-
betting anyway? You like I don't know if they can't bet on any sports, but I know they can't bet on football. That would just be
They could
general
bet on.
common sense that you can't do that.
They could bet on sports, just not the game they fucking playing at.
So why would you do that? Like why even run that risk?
That's my
It's-
point. Like, come on, bro. You should have knew this shit.
Could have been an oversight. Could have, you know what I'm saying? How you went to press
Yeah,
Indianapolis, but your fingers big and
Nah,
you
dawg, I ain't buying that shit.
Hey,
Like,
just-
so wait, y'all think he just can't bet on Falcons games or he can't bet on NFL games? Because I don't think they could bet on NFL games.
I don't know the rules, period, like to the T, but I do know that I've seen other players betting. It you know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. It shouldn't involve anything that you have any fucking way of changing the outcome.
I mean, it would to me. It just don't make sense. It's like such a slippery slope. You make so much money, and what you're attempting to win is so trivial in comparison to what you're risking. It just don't make no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was an asshole move, but at the same time, if you look at what sports has turned into with all the analytics and the fucking betting and the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, fantasy points and all of this shit, I think just because a person is a part of the NFL, they shouldn't be excluded from, everything else that the public is excluded from. I just don't think it should involve anything that they got hands in determining the outcome. And,
Yeah, like you
it's
said,
just,
tricky, bro.
right. I mean, I don't know what it is, but
If you do
I
the
know-
prop betting, you could,
I don't think you should.
Or
I
to
don't
get 10
think
catches.
they should be at a bet. Period. Like within a sport, like if you're a football player, I don't care if you bet on basketball. I don't care if you bet on UFC, but you can't bet on nothing NFL related. You know what I'm saying? And they tied in with all these. Like the NFL is tied in with the betting shit. So I would think as soon as we see your name come across this bitch, even if you win, we not paying you, nigga. Like you, Calvin Ridley. This is
red
come
flag.
on, man.
Like,
Like, nah, that was just a bonehead decision. I'm glad he played for the Falcons. That motherfucker crazy. That was dumb.
but he don't play this year.
Yeah, he ain't played last year. So
He got hurt against the Saints.
he definitely
he
on the
said he
outside
was
looking
sitting
in.
out due to some mental health shit initially, and then he,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
He found out about a bookie.
When you do that dumbass shit like that, like that's mental. Like yeah, you mental and health. But like I'm saying, I don't know the whole fucking issues surrounding it. Was he playing at the time? Was he on was he on injury? Was he, you know what I'm saying? Like so
He wasn't playing,
Yeah, he
but
was
to me,
injured.
them particulars don't matter. You still receiving paychecks from the NFL.
I think it do though, because just like I know a lot of boxers fucking bet on fights. MMA, all that shit. Them dudes bet on that shit.
Like I understand your point, Hatchet, but fuck, like we already was saying, you know what's up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's right, wrong, come on, bro. Like,
Like
no.
to me, if you're a boxer, I would think you could bet on any fight but yours. You know what
And
I'm
at
saying? If you
1,500, you're bored. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and let's be real here. Like, even if that's the case, like if I just got an itch to bet, why wouldn't I have it removed? Why wouldn't I tell my partner to place the bet? You know what I'm saying? Like to where it can't be tracked to me. Like, why would I do that? It's just fucking dumb.
nah, I'm with you, dog. They got so many more ways you could do it if you really needed to do it, but you didn't really need to do it. To me,
Yeah,
that's just you're bored. You're at home, you're hurt, you ain't got nothing to do. You're like, oh, let me go ahead on but
It wasn't worth it. It definitely wasn't worth it.
you're kicking your ass all year, bro.
yeah. But it's beneficial to me, so I take it. You dig?
Well, I ain't mad at you, dog. Because look, Russ leaving the NFC West is beneficial for me, baby. Go ahead on to Denver. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of fucking with you. You gave us fits for years. You one of the reasons why we didn't get a ring during the Harbaugh era. Shit.
Right.
How y'all feel about the move? Because I feel like him moving from that division. Because I used to look at the division like the toughest division, like the hardest division, and now I'm looking at the AFC West the same way. And I'm based on the quarterbacks. You got Russell, you got Mahomes, you got Carr, and you got Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Like that's 4 quality quarterbacks. Like so, any one of them teams could come out.
I don't believe in David Carr or Derek Carr, whatever the motherfucker is. He a few bad series from being benched, right? Patrick Mahomes, it was a lot of fanfare and flash and this and that, but the last few years really kind of showed you like he could be had too. Now Herbert, I think he's a winner, and San Diego probably has the best shot of winning the AFC West because they team is stacked. You know what I'm saying? As far as offense, like they in a good groove offensively. Um, Denver gonna have to come a long way to beat what San Diego putting on the board right now. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely object.
Yeah,
I definitely disagree.
I think depending on what Denver have in the trenches, because I think skill position wise they straight. But if they solid in the trenches, I think Russ about to light that bitch up. I think Russ arguably top 3 quarterbacks in the league. Brady, him, everybody talked that Aaron Rodgers shit, but I like Russell Wilson better than Rodgers. I feel he got the clutch gene. So if you put Russ with some real protection around him and let him add that bitch out, because in Seattle it's run heavy and then play action. He don't really just get to set the table. Let him go to Denver. He about to light that bitch up if he got a solid line.
So I say this. You said like just I want to make sure I understand right. You feel like the Chargers is the team to beat in that division because of Herbert? Because you poo-pooed Russ, a Super Bowl quarterback.
No, you didn't hear me say that. I said that they still have to develop an offense and get shit going before they can compete with something that's already putting points on the board. I say they got a long way to go offensively to match what San Diego's already doing. I mean
I think the Chiefs better offensively, and I mean you said Derek Carr. I'm not a Derek Carr fan, but what he did this year, leading his team through the adversity, losing the coach, dealing with the whole fucking
fuck all that. I don't be sweating all that shit. It's the Sunday.
It don't matter, but it's still you say it don't matter, but who else dealt with that? You know what I'm saying? Like who else? What other quarterback led their
You gotta
team
deal.
through that
You
type of
gotta. You
adversity?
gotta deal with what you dealt with. I mean, you got to play the fucking hand.
He
You know,
played it quite well. He
right?
led them to the playoffs.
Take no fucking credit away from him. But what I'm saying is, even though Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, they put points up on the board, right? They could score. They have a good offense, Kelsey, and the rest of the weapons. Yeah, okay, that's all nice. Yeah, but what happens when you got to fucking run the ball? What happens when you have to play a balanced fucking uh game? We see that they can't do that. The only team that I'm looking at in the fucking AFC West that can do that is San Diego. They can play, you know what I'm saying, fast, they can play slow. They, you know what I'm saying, they're a well-balanced offense.
Well, how
That's what
many situations did the Chiefs get into where they just had to run the ball? Like I don't feel like that's why they didn't get to the Super Bowl for lack of running. I feel like they got too cute. They turned the ball over in the red zone a couple of times, but they were in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? These were scoring opportunities. One of
right.
them, they didn't even need to score a touchdown. All they need to do is kick a field goal before the half, and they probably win the game. So to me, that style of play don't really prevent them from being the best team. And I don't look at San Diego as a team. I mean, Los Angeles is a team that just got this vaunted running attack that you got to watch out for.
Nah,
Like,
I,
I
I, I
mean,
would- I wouldn't say that either. But what I'm saying is it's efficient and is balancing and giving the other playmakers time and opportunities to spread the field. You know what I'm saying? Running the ball. You say the Chiefs get into the red zone a lot. Okay. Well, typically you trying to score in the red zone, right? On the ground. Because I mean it's not a lot of space to throw the ball.
oh, Mahomes don't need a lot of space.
I think they, man, obviously they're the best two teams in the conference. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Division.
and they, well, division, and they both pretty balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Herbert, he a good up and coming quarterback. I would probably still give Mahomes the edge, but I think Herbert right behind him. He just need a little more time. Like he physically gifted, but again, don't sleep on Denver, bro. Because
Yeah,
somebody
that's what
will
I'm looking
take a
at.
step
Like
back.
two teams in the division made the playoffs, two teams didn't. And I'm looking at the two teams that didn't, and Denver just added a major piece. Now, granted, the Chargers did lose a lot of close games last year, and they
Mhm.
probably just missed the playoffs. But I
Yeah, they
mean,
finished 9-8.
they add an experience, but I'm gonna have to see them add something to at least.
Well, I would question really who have the better defense out of the teams. You feel me? I think ultimately that's what it come down to.
The Chargers have a pretty decent defense. I mean,
Solid on three levels. They got Bosa, they got Murray at linebacker. You know, they got Derwin James.
right.
Watch how Denver defense is gonna magically become better because they got a steady hand at quarterback because they're
Oh,
not gonna be on the field as often.
it make a big difference, bro.
He don't play
It
defense,
do,
but
it
watch
do
how he helped their defense.
it do make a big difference. But like again, what offense are they gonna run? We got to see him be comfortable in what they trying to do. It don't always, you know what I'm saying? Just because you get a guy, don't mean it is gonna happen right off the bat. You seen Brady struggle for the first 7, 8 games when he got to fucking Tampa. He's the guy, but hey, we got to see what the fuck we doing.
And I hope they smart enough to incorporate shit that he liked to do earlier than later. You know what I'm saying? Like you speaking of with Brady, it took them a while to really start incorporating the New England stuff into the Bruce Arians system.
Right.
Thus, you know, it take a little longer for the shit to pop off. But I'm with you, bro. I say, bro, I'm a fan of Russ. You know what I'm saying?
Me
Like
too.
everybody told the LeBron James, he put $1 million in his body every year too. He one of
Right.
them dudes partner with the, you know, the mental health guys who, you know,
Good professional. You're a good professional.
man,
Like you
uber
say, he
professional,
clutch.
bro.
He
Right.
clutch.
Yeah.
That's why
I
I
think
like Russ.
I think across the board, uh, Russ is probably the pound for pound the best quarterback in the league.
Talk
Right.
to me, bro. Brady gone
I could
now.
go with that.
No, even when Brady was there, because above the shoulder, poise, big game ability. You know what I'm saying? His feet extending, vision, seeing, reading. You know what I'm saying? being able to make them.
Oh, dog, I'm with you. I couldn't put him above Brady, but I definitely put him above Rodgers.
His career would be on a whole nother trajectory, and he would be looked at a whole lot differently.
Had they had have they ran that ball, had they run that ball, I agree with you. Had he not thrown that pick, he would probably be the name nigga rather than
Rodgers.
Rodgers or whoever. But I just think that he offers so much to a team in an offense. You know what I'm saying? Like he is a general, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of Avery Johnson used to play for San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just his demeanor.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Aaron Rodgers getting a big paycheck? Because we mentioned his name. I'm asking y'all what's next. Then it popped up in my mind. Y'all see he got the 100 and something million, 50 million. He the highest paid player in the league now. And in my opinion, I feel like you're getting paid for whatever you done for me. It like past shit. Even though you've been performing well, nobody MVP candidate every year, supposedly. To me, I'd say you're a choke artist. But y'all, he the highest paid player in the league. Like, do y'all think he warranted that kind of money? Talk to me. Like,
I know y'all probably gonna disagree, but I do think he warranted the money because of positioning. You know what I'm saying? Because of his bargaining power, because of leverage. Like Green Bay in a position where y'all fucked over me. You ain't get a quarterback who's supposed to be my replacement. Apparently, nobody in the building feel like he good enough. Now I won't be the highest. I don't even want to be here no more. But if you want me to be here, I want to be the highest paid player. That's it. That's the negotiation. Nothing else to talk about. So now if you Green Bay, you could either go on and start the rebuilding process. Because if you lose me, I'm pretty sure Adam's gonna walk too. He don't want to play with that bum. So what we gonna do here?
Well, Adams, I don't think you can walk because we gonna franchise you. So we got you one more year at least. And then two, dog, I hear you, but I don't really feel you. I'm gonna let Hatcher get in there, then I'm gonna jump back on you.
Well, you know, I've never really cut for Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? I think in the big games he never show up. As far as him warranting $200 million contract and 150, I gotta agree with Ren. You know what I'm saying? I think that he postured up. I think that the league and Green Bay has a debt to owe to him, not only for the contract situation, but for the whole immunization and the COVID shit and all of that shit. And I think that even though he was scrutinized in the beginning, in the long run, he came out looking like, you know what I'm saying, he had more legs under him to stand on than the fucking league and what was going on at that point. So I think he set himself up to get that. He the big fish in this year's crop of free agent quarterbacks. So if they willing to pay, fuck it, get it to him.
And say, bro, I might have to rephrase how I'm saying it because I don't really give a fuck what they're paying you. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could argue, should you be the highest paid? I don't think you're the best player in the league to get the highest amount of money, but I guess those two things don't have to equate. At the end of the day, I don't feel you clutch. I think they put you on a pedestal because of your arm talent, and it is elite arm talent, but elite arm talent don't equal to you winning the big games. So what is all the hoopla about at the end of the day, I guess is how I look at him. You feel me?
He's a political baby. You know, he has a lot of friends in different places, you know what I'm saying, different communities. You know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift, I thought he was going to San Francisco, but that's another story. He played a game. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to. He's involved in the fabric of the NFL front office, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I think he was able to hit him over the head like that because of a couple things. First of all, like, you know, the leverage. Because this is the thing. If you let him go, then what?
Somebody else gonna do it.
You retool the team.
But somebody
else ain't making the playoffs. You garbage without him. Like, you're not.
Like, to me, it's a fan base thing. Because for Aaron Rodgers, dog, what they got for fucking Russell, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and some more shit. Man, I can
but Russell not so if you could get that for Russell, who's not a full-time league MVP, who's not the reigning league MVP.
That's my point. I could get enough shit to retool this bitch. and I'm
Yeah,
getting
but you're
cheap
not about to
contracts.
retool it right now. Like, say for
It'll take me
instance,
1 year, 2 years tops to turn the fucking team over, turn the whole roster over with
Okay,
young niggas and cheap
who
contracts.
who was Seattle's
okay,
backup?
let's
Yeah.
think prisoner of the moment. Let's say you trade him and he goes somewhere and win a Super Bowl. Like, so, because I'm sure New England thought the same thing. Oh, we can let Brady go. We win another Super Bowl, this and that, this and that. They on the clock now. You know what I'm saying? The same thing would happen to Green Bay, because I think he could go to any team, make him an instant contender, and you could get 4 first-round draft picks for him, and all of them be bombs. Like, Green Bay don't do a great job of just drafting niggas. Who was their last first-round pick?
I'm about to say, but when was the last time they drafted it? When was the last time they had a high first round pick? I'm off the top. I'm thinking
couple years ago. I mean,
like, when they got the quarterback,
right,
and they blew it and got the quarterback,
right. Who was Seattle's backup last year?
I don't know who Seattle had back there.
They had Geno Smith. He played decent in his time, right? Who was fucking Green Bay's backup last year?
Jordan Love, the guy they drafted.
You seen how shitty that boy looked last year?
I'm just saying, for me, if I'm Green Bay, I think they overpaid, but I think they had to, because the alternative is so bleak. Like, with this guy, we have a chance to win the Super Bowl. With this guy, we probably not making the playoffs. That's a huge fucking river.
I feel it's the illusion thereof. Like, with this guy, we could win the Super Bowl. It's the illusion. That nigga not.
No, you're a contender. They definitely a contender.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, for the ticket holders, it look good.
It's good.
But you know in your heart, you're not about to win shit.
Nah,
you just keeping them around.
I don't even believe that, dog. Like, okay, the landscape of the NFC, you can't tell me it's impossible for them to go to the Super Bowl, right? And it's football. You can't tell me it's impossible for them to win it, because the year that Tampa Bay beat Kansas City, personally, I feel like they only beat them because Kansas City didn't have an offensive line. But who's to say that the calls can't fall in their favor and the right motherfucker be hurt for the right team and they win? Because you have that chance with Aaron Rodgers in the building.
But every time, even when them motherfuckers get the number 1 seed at home, and motherfucking nigga walk up in there and beat up on your ass.
I can say the same thing about Peyton Manning, dog.
If the
same thing happened with Peyton Manning throughout his entire career.
If everything fall perfect, he could definitely win. But in my opinion, if he got to go up against an elite defense to win, it won't happen.
It's not gonna happen.
That's it.
This is my thing.
He has the chance to go up against a team that don't have an elite defense, and he can buy him at a weight. But if he playing elite defense, in my opinion, he showed us he won't produce.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the chances? Where are y'all on the gauge of Green Bay having a chance to win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers?
No, honestly, they're not even.
I cut it in half. I cut it in half. 5.
I'm gonna say 7. Where are y'all without Aaron Rodgers? I say 0.
I'm in the same spot.
I would say 5. It's a 50-50 chance. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how
real. So you think they have the same chance with or without Aaron Rodgers?
Listen, we could have had the same conversation, and we was talking about Drew Bledsoe and a young motherfucking Tom Brady. And we had this shit because Drew Bledsoe was the nigga right at the time. And we had this conversation about Drew Bledsoe. Let him walk. Nah, we got some nigga they drafted out of Michigan. Man, so you got the same fucking chance to win with Drew Bledsoe as it is with Tom Brady. We never know. It's all depending on offense click. It all depends on how the offense click.
Nobody dog. Like, there was a point in time where we didn't know what Tom Brady was. But I'm willing to bet right now, never seen Jordan Love play, he won't be better than Aaron Rodgers and he won't surpass him. They're not winning more Super Bowls with him than they did with Aaron Rodgers. And if they let Aaron Rodgers go the first year he played, I bet they don't make the playoffs. They
could have said the same thing about Rodgers with Brett Favre.
Nobody wasn't saying that, because when Rodgers was coming out, everybody was like, he's a top-notch quarterback. Nobody could believe that he fell this far. And now the fact that he's gotten to sit behind Brett Favre, and there were whispers in practice, they want to see this guy on the field. It's whispers in practice we got the wrong motherfucker with Jordan Love.
That Jordan Love replacing Aaron Rodgers wouldn't be seamless, and the team probably would take a drop off. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I think whether he there or not, they're going to have the same result. They're not winning the Super Bowl.
No, I agree.
That's not the same results, though. Making the playoffs, number 1 seed, NFC Championship game, and missing the playoffs, that's not the same results.
Ren,
not the same results at all.
It's, to me, if you don't win it, it's the same shit. You could go. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
So you saying y'all had the same season as the Detroit Lions? The 49ers had the same season as the Detroit Lions?
Yeah, because ultimately we didn't win it.
Dog. No, ask a Lions fan.
Well, you
ask a Lions fan.
You asking a 49er fan. I'm telling you, yeah. At the end of the day, we didn't win it all. I mean, it's good to pat, we went a little further, all that moral victory shit, but nigga, you trying to win. You feel me?
It's not moral victory. It's your first season, season goal is to win your division. That's your goal because you got to make the playoffs. That's the only way you got a shot to win the Super Bowl is to get to the playoffs.
And if
so to tell me making the playoffs is the same as not making the playoffs
and all this shit, if I don't win the division, I don't make the playoffs. I won the division, I made the playoffs. That's why I say you could pat yourself on the back ultimately. Sound good, but nigga, I didn't win it all. When we fucking
but you had a shot though.
Huh?
You had a shot. You don't see that? You don't realize that the 49ers had a shot?
It's great to have a shot, Ren, but if ultimately I don't win with the shot, my season was the same as yours. It didn't amount to the hill of beans.
Nah. We got closer. Like we have less like the 49ers got less work to do to get to that goal than the Lions.
We didn't lose by 10. That's patting yourself on the back.
You the biggest loser?
Yeah,
no. That's not the same. We're not counting margin of victory. It's levels to this. Like you winning the regular season to get to the playoffs.
Got to the second round. I didn't win it all, so I'm applaud myself for almost getting there. That's what you're saying. I feel
you chart your progress. You see where we are. Like to me, if we marking it and we're saying how much further we got to go to that ultimate goal, the Lions are further away than the 49ers.
Ain't no guarantee that next year I'm gonna get to go further.
Oh, look, I'm gonna ask
no,
you.
Y'all ain't gonna go further next year.
I'm gonna ask you this, Ren. Okay, so can we judge Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love by the same latitude? Meaning, if you have Aaron Rodgers and you go to the playoffs, but don't win, is it not the same as if you have Jordan Love and you have a good season but don't make the playoffs?
That's not a good season. How you have a good season and don't make the playoffs?
Okay, you go 9-8
and miss the playoffs
because he progressed. He still broke through the year.
But that's not the same.
Okay, but you supposedly knowing you have a proven product and Aaron Rodgers supposed to be the baddest motherfucker. That's a bad man and all of this other shit, right? For all of the accolades, for all of the MVPs and all of this shit, what has he really done as far as prime time under the lights? Like, what performance can you point to say, well, yeah, this motherfucker? I don't have that.
No, that I'm not saying he got that signature performance. What I'm saying is, when you have Aaron Rodgers, you can pretty much pencil him in as a division winner. You can pretty much pencil him in the playoffs. Now, once you get there,
you playing against the Bears and the fucking Lions and the fucking Vikings.
No, they don't switch divisions if they switch quarterbacks. If Aaron Rodgers leaves, they will be playing against those same teams, and they wouldn't win that division.
Same trash ass teams,
and they wouldn't win that division.
They have a chance to win a division without Aaron Rodgers.
It significantly decreases
that division.
It's charted. Like if Aaron Rodgers leaves, Vegas takes numbers on this. The moment he leaves, their chances plummet, and wherever he goes, their chances is gonna go up.
Until training,
like we could chart it. Like Seattle right now, I bet you they Super Bowl odds went down, and I bet you Denver Super Bowl odds went up. I don't know about how much, but I'm willing to bet they did.
That's because we doing a motherfucking blind bid, right? We don't know what it's gonna look like. It may go down now. Wait till training camp come. Wait till preseason come. Wait till 3-4 games in the season when you see what product you actually have. You know what I'm saying? We talking about hearsay, this, that, and the third. What you think? I'm saying, in reality,
but that's what we talking about. What we think.
Well, I'm saying, but in reality, there's really no difference between Jordan Love and fucking Aaron Rodgers at this point. Because
then if you say that, then you're not dealing with reality to me.
Well,
you can't tell me it's not a difference between a full-time MVP, Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP, and a motherfucker who never took a snap. It's a huge difference to me.
Yeah,
not when you having 50.
So if it's no difference, then Jordan Love should be able to go get 4 years and $200 million from somebody, right? If they're the same player.
Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you got a 50-50 chance either way it go. Don't pencil him in just because he fucking Aaron Rodgers is the point that I'm saying. Because he ain't the nigga that just gonna bring you there and get it done. Like, we never seen that. So just to say, you know what I'm saying, he's an automatic division winner or you number one seed. Nah. I don't agree with that.
It's not something to disagree with. That's what just happened. That's what we just saw. You disagree with what you just saw? Like, because that's the facts.
I see the same shit every time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Aaron Rodgers. What has he done?
And we point the shit out of him, and them niggas can't do nothing.
I'm looking at him like Peyton Manning, dog. I'm looking at both of them like they guarantee you a shot. They guarantee you a shot. Now, once you get there, if you blow the shot, that's different from not having the shot. Because guess what? You think the coach this year wouldn't have rather be in the playoffs?
Oh, more money.
But y'all say it's the same.
More money. That's the only difference to me. More money. You get more checks.
Like more money for it's a drastic difference for the owners, for the coaches, and for the fan base. Like, as a fan of a team, I'm happier when my team playing in the playoffs than when they not.
Yeah, but see, we talk about a bunch of different things. You can't start off talking about championships and winning and titles and this shit, and then trying to just flip it back to, you know, how you feel about.
I talked about hope. I talked about a shot. I talked about a contender. I didn't say he guaranteed championships. I said he guarantee you a shot.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, there's going to be one successful team in a season and 31 unsuccessful teams.
It depends on how you. That's by your metric. I don't think every team look at it
championship. Like at the beginning of the season, the goal is to win the championship. One person is going to be successful. 31 motherfuckers.
I don't think that's every team goal realistically, though. I don't think the Jets go into the season thinking they're going to win a championship. That's not an honest goal.
Why not?
I don't think Detroit, because they don't have no fucking shot. They have no shot.
How? They don't have 11 players?
They don't have a shot. Right. Like, we could do this. We could bet $100 before every season that them teams not going to win a Super Bowl. Me and you, we could do it every year. And you know how much of your money I have at the end of a decade, at the end of 20 years, at the end of 30 years?
But you know how much money how much of your money I'll have?
None. Because none of them ain't never won.
Bullshit.
You betting on Aaron Rodgers, boy. We damn near.
Come on, I have a lot of bread. I have a lot of bread. You talking about putting Aaron Rodgers?
No, but see, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't bet that Aaron Rodgers gonna win the Super Bowl, but I would bet that they're gonna go to the playoffs. I would bet that they're gonna be a contender. I didn't say they're gonna win a championship. What I said is he guarantees you a shot. Even though y'all say they got the same shot as the Jets and the Lions, they don't. They don't. Go put your money in Vegas and look at it. It's far longer odds that the Lions and the Jets gonna make the playoffs than the Packers.
I heard that. And I said the same shit. I think Jordan Love, not as good a quarterback as Aaron Rodgers. You would definitely see the drop off. But at the end, same results, nigga. Ain't nobody getting no chip.
No ring.
No ring. I don't think they get no rank. But I definitely think he got elite arm talent, bro.
A lot of motherfuckers do.
Not like that. He can sling that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. He can sling.
I think I agree with y'all that I don't think Green Bay will win a championship, especially with giving him this amount of money. But they gave it to him for the shot. Like, they gave it to him for the hope. You know how many teams would kill for a guaranteed playoff spot? Like, they got teams who I think if you told Detroit, look, we're going to let you in the playoffs, but you're not going to win a Super Bowl, they'll sign up for that shit every time. Like, y'all say if you don't win a Super Bowl, it's a failure. I don't think that's a failure to the fans of Cincinnati. Well, look, nobody even thought they would make the playoffs.
Look, you heard
they overachieved.
Okay, so just like
moment,
wait. So the Jets don't have a chance to overachieve? If Cincinnati get the fuck out of here.
They don't have no quarterback, dog.
They
You
just
know why
drafted
Cincinnati
one.
was able to overachieve? Because they have that guy. They have
just
an Aaron
drafted one.
Rodgers type person in the building. That's what gives you a shot in the NFL. That's the only thing.
He's an Aaron Rodgers type.
An Aaron Rodgers type guy, an elite quarterback, an elite leader, a nigga who you put him in there, he could get you get you a shot.
The Jets just drafted a quarterback, number 2 pick.
How that's working for him?
It's only his first year.
I mean, you got to put it together.
I guess he's looking like your boy. It's his first year. He ain't made the playoffs yet.
Dog, y'all right. I don't know. The Jets could turn it around. Y'all right. They got a bunch of draft picks. They got a bunch of money. They got a young coach. They got a young quarterback. And I would be willing to bet they don't make the playoffs. Okay. And that's solely based on their history. Nothing else. I don't know. That's not a knock on their quarterback. That's just based on their fucking 100-something year history. They're not a team that finds themselves in the playoffs too often.
Okay.
Nah, I feel you, cuz. I'm fucking with you. I don't think he's a winner, but we know the nigga not no scrub.
Wow.
I was checking out this little Instagram post today. Somebody hit up Russell Westbrook doing a little press conference. And you know what I'm saying? Basically put some respect on my name. You dig? You know, my son was at school or whatever, and then he said something about Westbrook, and you know, how y'all feel about that? Put some respect on my name.
Honestly, I feel like we was going back and forth because they thought I was flip-flopping because when they was playing with Chris Bosh calling him Pie Spice, I felt like that was out of bounds. And I'm kind of okay with calling Westbrook. I mean Westbrook, because you bricking like. So I don't feel like
he earned that.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, so he said a whole bunch of shit. Like I heard it too, and it caught me off guard because he never, not one time, he said, "Look, man, I can't bring my family to the home games. My son getting teased at school. I'm dealing with this. It's on the internet. My wife." Never once did he say, "Look, I'm gonna try to play better. I'm gonna try to," like, nigga, like you bricking it in the lane, dog. And I'm not just like, dog, I listen to Skip and them, and I hear him say this shit, and I'm like,
it's ugly. It's ugly at times.
It's bad, dog. And Westbrook, one of my favorite players, and he playing for my favorite team, and it's horrible, dog. But this is the thing: when they said the Lakers was getting Westbrook to go with LeBron James, I just shook my head, dog. Like that don't even go together. Now I thought maybe I never thought it looked this bad because I felt the same way when LeBron went to play with Wade. I was like, they do the same thing, kind of how it's gonna work, and they made it work. But this shit look bad. Dog. It don't even look good. That motherfucker be throwing the ball in the second, third row. Everybody like, who you throwing it to?
See the thing, the thing about the way the Lakers look, in my opinion, I think. See when LeBron hit that 56 the other day, you see how he was curling to the basket when they was attacking rather than staying out there on a perimeter. You know what I'm saying? I think the Lakers they're not moving around. The Miami Heat was moving. They was on the move. They was constantly on the move. The Lakers just kind of standing around waiting for, you know what I'm saying, a nigga to ISO, this, that, and the third. But as far as Westbrook and people respecting his name, okay, what if I call him Sussel Dressbrook? What if I call him Dressbrook? Would he want me to respect his name, put some respect on his name? A man that put on a whole motherfucking skirt outfit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't bother him to be in a fucking dress. Like that, he didn't worry about nobody telling his son about that. Like, why? What's so big about Westbrook?
See, I feel like it's a fine line, like, because I do feel like, you know, we more aware of mental health and stuff like that. So if somebody say they're having a mental health issue or whatever, even if it sound like bullshit, you can't just come out and say that's bullshit. You're insensitive or whatever. But to me, this is just
that's bullshit.
Some bitch ass shit. Like, to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you playing horribly. and you don't want to take the criticism that goes along
You
with that.
earning that.
Yeah, like because they wasn't calling you Westbrook your whole career. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like, now granted, in his defense, though, I could understand, like, nigga, I'm home. Like, imagine you play football, you get to play for the Saints, finally, the team you wanted to play for your whole career, and every time you touch the ball, they booing you. Now, granted, it's because of your play, they're not just picking on you, but that wouldn't hurt you a little more than this ain't the Broncos booing you. This the team you came up rooting for.
No, because I know I fucked that up.
No, niggas at the crib giving your old lady death threats, Hatch.
But say, dog, that's what I
In
was
the
about
night
to say.
wall. You
The
come
death
over here, we
threat,
gonna kill you.
I don't agree with. I don't agree with
the
that.
death
I don't
threat.
like that. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
we not with the death
We gonna
threat.
keep, let's
But
keep it on the court. Let's keep it on the
motherfucker
court.
calling you Westbrook, like y'all both have said, you've earned the title this year. You know what I'm saying? You're not performing. And at the end of the day, as fucked up as it is, in your profession, when you don't perform, everybody can see, and then motherfuckers talk. And your family happen to catch some of that shit because you're a public figure. It's not right, but it is what it is. When you putting up them triple doubles and you triple double king and he going to school and they saying triple double king is all good. Well, this is what come with it. It's fucked up as it is. So let's stay away from the death threats. But if you're gonna critique and criticize, cool. As far as him and LeBron playing together, figured it wouldn't work. But to me, I think it had somewhat to do with coaching and a lot to do with age. Westbrook missing a lot of this shit because at the end of the day, you don't have the legs no more to really get the lift and perform. The shit, your front rimming, the shit rolling off.
It
It's
looked
just
bad.
like athleticism, and you got to tweak your game.
Right. It looked bad.
And I think the coach not really putting them in positions. Then you lose your confidence. It's all downhill from there.
Right. Right. And you hit it on the head, Goody. He looked like his legs shot, bro.
Yeah, they bit it, dog.
Dog, honestly, like I said, it hurt because it's my favorite team, one of my favorite players. And I brought up the death threat shit not to say that. I'm saying, like, I think all that factor into the psyche, speaking out about this shit. Like, it's getting to you. Like, all that shit, you hearing all this shit. You know you're not playing good. Like, you got to stand it for yourself. Like, come on, dog. We done all played ball. You go out there, you run your route. Ball hit you right in the hands, you drop it. You ain't got to tell me I dropped it. You ain't got. I know I dropped the motherfucking ball, and I know I should have caught it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it, you feel it. So, and then to have to answer questions about why you're playing so bad and this and that, like, man, that shit. I'm just saying it gotta be hard, but it ain't no excuses because, like you said, when it's going good, you take all that. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. So you
Yeah,
playing
Westbrook.
horrible though, dog.
Yeah.
I don't really fucking see the mental health thing it's a very dicey thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got things going on inside of that jug, right? Something like it's not many people walking around that's 100% whole, if that's even possible to fucking be.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's like saying, hey man, I got older today. Fuck, we all got older today. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people deal with issues better than others, and some people have bigger and long fucking deep rooted issues that is not easily navigated on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't get away from shit like genetics. You know what I'm saying? Like, their parents was bipolar or whatever, and it's something that they have absolutely no control over, but they're dealing with it on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be sensitive to things like that. But in this day and age, anytime somebody has to face any type of scrutiny or is talked about, and they can't show up, they're saying it's because of mental health. And I think that's really a fucking kick in the balls to people who really have mental health issues and are really battling things and can't, you know, always find that strength to get it together.
Nah, you're right, bro. It is a fine line, bro. It definitely seems to have been rearing its head a little bit more in sports. And you know, I ain't gonna really touch on. Well, like I said, it's been rearing its head a lot more in sports. At the end of the day, I guess just take it more in stride. We could get more information on it, and hope motherfuckers could just cope. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Westbrook, hope you could turn your game around. Hope the family could, at least on the death threat tip, hope some of that kind of stop. I mean, if
Man,
they gonna hit y'all, just don't come to the games and shit after this year. Hopefully he'll get a clean slate and can start over. But man,
you get a
you know,
nice solid 4 5 games, you know what I'm saying, where you performing consistently. You know what I'm saying? They start talking about different shit. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah, look, if they make the playoffs or the play-in and he
Right,
do
right,
well,
right.
yeah, yeah,
Have some moments, you know what I'm saying? And I think he could do it because he always been a dynamic player. But
not
uh,
real.
he may have to reinvent his game like Grant Hill or uh,
Now, that's for
Ray,
sure.
Ray Ray Allen or somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who was at the beginning of their career, they were very explosive finishing at the rim, but kind of transitioned to more jump shooting, playmaking and things. And he got all of that. It's just he's gonna have to make that adjustment because it's not that no more.
Yeah, he gonna have to get in the gym, like you say, work on that jump shot. Before we get out of here, good games on deck tonight. Right now the Nets is playing the Hornets. They up by 20. We got the Clippers and Golden State. That's the late game. And shouts out to the home team, bro. The Pelicans. They've been looking good since the CJ
Right,
McCollum trade.
right. What
Uh,
is it, five or six? 5 of the
yeah,
last 6?
yeah,
Yeah.
they've been looking good, bro. So hopefully they could keep him in the mix and build some shit. And we could kind of talk about them next time we do our our little sports breakdown or whatever. Them boys
Right.
looking good, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shouts out to the home team. I'm definitely about to check out that Nets game a little while. Uh and then shit, what it is, Thursday, Brooklyn and Philly play. So I won't check that one out. But Hat Dog, it's always a pleasure rocking with you, bro. I'm about to get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
Kick my
Next
feet
time,
up.
we're gonna have to pull up a little boxing in there, man. We got some good fights coming up. So we're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
definitely
I'm glad you said that, dog. Cause yeah, we do like the box. So let's definitely do that, bro. That sounds like a plan.
all right.
On
Peace.
behalf of you and me and the rest of the fellas, we out of here. Appreciate y'all, man. 300.